Hey, hey. She say, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mom. I'm
So, ladies
sorry.
and gentlemen, I'm your host as usual, Mike Webster. I've got my guy with me on the ground, Mr. Kusha Siswana. He's going to be reporting live. Today we've got a very interesting topic on our hands. Social media has been having a blog about this. It's a recent topic that I came across, and it's a topic about the asset-based approach. It's a form of psychological approach that is there in society, and we're just trying to find out what is it about, how it works, and why it is so important for society nowadays. And to help me answer those questions, I've got two gentlemen here, Mr. Fawkes from the University of Pretoria and Mr. Gary from the University of Cape Town. Gentlemen, thank you for being on our show. We really appreciate taking your time out and joining us here. I know people are interested just as much as I am, because I want to find out what this thing is about, because it's been making heatwaves, people. I'm telling you, it's been going crazy. So let's get into it, man, without wasting time. Mr. Fawkes, sir, can you just tell us what this asset-based approach is about? Let the people at home know.
First of all, Mike, thanks for having me on the show. Asset-based approach is a community development in the sense where people in the community is facilitating to achieve positive things. Yeah.
Okay, so it's people.
Excellent.
So it's basically effect. It's a community coming together to try and achieve great change and positive change.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, it's a very interesting one. Mr. Gary, sir.
Yes.
This approach, it's focused on the community.
Yes.
By community, does it include schools, hospitals, all public facilities, or what are we talking about when we mention community? Are we talking about schools alone or everything together?
Mr. Mike, when you talk about the community, it includes everything. The school, everything. Public places also, the environment also, where most of our community live in, like the city. Yeah, so this basically everything includes everything.
Okay, listen. So, Mr. Wayne, you're saying this includes everyone?
Yes.
Community,
Yes,
the police, the staff, the teachers, everyone in the community. Okay, so I think it's time we got some feedback from the people at home. Remember, you watching on TV, you can call us, you can WhatsApp us, you can send a tweet, you can Facebook us, share your word on it. You know. Let's go to our ground reporter on the ground. Kuhle, can you hear me, sir? He has to say right after the break.
The guy standing next to me,
Is Mr. Okongo, brah?
sir, do you know anything about, or what's your take regarding the asset-based approach?
My brother, you see, I heard about it, but I'm not too sure. But I hear it's about the community trying to grow, making things together, and the people coming together, working I think to do good. You know, you go. I don't know if it involves everyone staying in the compound of the community. You know, my brother, because in Nigeria, where I come from, we do that. We hear about it in the book and everything.
Okay. Thank you. Over to you, Mike and Spirit. Thank you.
Excellent.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've heard word on the street. People have spoken. They seem to know about it, but not too understanding of what it is about. I think to help us dissect that a little bit is Mr. Gary. Sir, can I ask you something? What is this? Why is it important in our communities, in societies? What is the significance in society? This approach that we're talking about tonight.
Okay, Mr. Mike, the asset-based approach is also known as the ABCD, the asset-based community development. Now you ask me, why is it important? When you put the asset-based approach into consideration, you need to consider two terms: identification and mobilization. Identification is the method through visible things that can be understood and to focus, identify people's value. Mobilization is the skills of the people in the community. So, Mr. Mike, that's why asset-based approach is important in our community.
Ladies and gentlemen, well spoken. So, I could say from what I'm hearing, sir, saying is that this thing involves the skills of the community,
yes,
the people of the community, or the members of the community. It involves them using their skills into one uniform pattern to create this atmosphere of change and great development in the community. Not only are we talking about empowering people, all of that, but we're talking about empowering young scholars in schools, trying to impact schools in a positive way, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you tonight at home have had a very, very good understanding of what the asset-based approach is about, because I'm sure me and my friends at home have understood what this is about, and we thank the gentleman for joining us. Gentlemen, thank you again once more for just taking your time out and being here. It means a lot to us. If you wanna have a conversation with gentlemen, you can follow them on Instagram, but please don't stalk them. They're married, so please don't do that. They are on Twitter, on Instagram, where you can actually find them if you need more information on what this is about. So thank you for joining us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We hope to see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Be there, be square.